So we're going to be talking about exclusive lead generation for businesses. I'm joined with James.
How you doing?
And the question that everybody wants to know, what is exclusive leads? Because a lot of people might be buying from third-party websites and they might not be getting the best close rate on some of the leads. So what's exclusive leads and how can they impact your close rate?
So exclusive leads is where you're getting the leads exclusively for yourself. So obviously you get a much higher conversion rate when you've got exclusive leads because it's only you as a company that's got that inquiry. Where there's certain places online, like in the UK, like Yellow Pages Advertising, Checkatrade, Builder, stuff like that. And what they do is they might charge you a fixed fee per lead, but they might sell that same lead to 5 different companies. So they're getting £250 per lead.
So you're telling me that I'm paying, let's say, Checkatrade, £50 an inquiry, and that inquiry is also going through to 4 of my other competitors as well?
Yeah.
So surely that means that it's first come, first serve, and then also, would that mean that I would need to lower my how much I'm quoting out? Let's say it's for some wall paneling or whatever.
Yeah.
Would that mean that I'm being super competitive because
it's what we call with a lot of business owners, it's a race to the bottom on price. So it's the majority of the time it's the cheapest price. I mean, people do look at best value, to be fair, but if you're only 1 in 5, you've only got a 20% chance of winning that job. Plus, you've got to remember that these might also fill out forms on other websites. You could only be 1 in 10. But some of these people in certain industries, when you get an exclusive lead that comes through to you, let's say you're a locksmith and you ring them back straight away, or you're a mortgage broker and you ring them back straight away, they don't really need to be speaking to somebody else. As long as the perception is that they're getting some sort of value, they're going to order from yourself or they're going to work with you. They're not even going to speak to the others. So the worst part of it is if you're not getting exclusive leads, this time you're spending £50 on a lead and you never once get hold of them. Or you do and they say, sorry, I've had it sorted. And this is 15 minutes after they've bought the lead. Because the first person to have spoke to them has already dealt with the situation and already managed to package up and sell what they wanted. Certain markets, it is a bit longer. If it's going out to tender, then they might actually go out for free prices anyway. They might need free prices. But exclusive leads convert so much better than non-exclusive.
So let's say, for example, I have been buying leads from Bark or Checkatrade or whatever, and maybe I've not had the best results, and I want to go down the exclusive route. What would you recommend? Where should I look?
So we ourselves do a rank and rent model, which absolutely 100% guarantees a return on investment.
What's a rank and rent?
A rank and rent is where we will dig deep into your niche and find your most profitable products, and we will rank a website for those terms and rent you out that website.
So let's say, for example, I was an accountant, right? And Checkatrade or Bark or whatever, wherever I was getting the inquiries from, it just didn't work, right? Yeah. So I come to you and I want one of these rank and rents. What's the process like? So we dig deep. If you just turn around and say, I'm an accountant, I'd say, what's your USP, right? So what's your unique selling point? So because it might be just doing, I'm an accountant in London, that's very, very competitive. Mm-hmm. So you've got to then start saying, but accountants do a lot of different services. What's your target demographic? Is it like research and development tax relief? Is it you're a tax advisor? Are you a chartered accountant or just a cheap accountant? Because actually, if you're not chartered, we might go down the route of saying, do you think you're like affordable? And there might be, we're $39 a month, £39 a month. And we might say, okay, we'll go down the route of affordable accountants or cheap accountants. But if they don't want, if you're a chartered accountant and you don't want to be seen upon being cheap or affordable, and it's like, all right, there might be business mentorship as well as what they're doing, that they can help with investments, that they can help with tax relief and a lot of other things. Could even help with offshore at times. Mm-hmm. That
We've got to dig deep and understand where do they make the money. Then we'll go deeper into that. We call it going down a rabbit hole. We'll build them the site on it. They get the inquiries. They only pay us once then they start converting those inquiries into profit, and they only pay us a proportion of the profit. So it's risky on our behalf, but for customers, it's a million times better than even paying for exclusive leads, and it's 1,010 times better than getting non-exclusive leads. And a lot of people are buying non-exclusive leads, but the exclusive leads are a lot better. But even our model is like, you're going to get exclusive real-time leads and you only pay on the conversion.
So you're telling me that there's people that are paying on Bark and Check a Trade and stuff, that they're getting non-exclusive leads.
Yep.
So they're competing against all of their competitors. And you on the other hand, or Fat Rank on the other hand, you are sending exclusive leads that's bespoke for my service, that's only going through to me, and I only need to pay you after I've had the inquiry.
That's correct. After you've won the job.
After I've won
In
the
fact,
job.
Not even after you've won the job. After you've won the job, completed the job, and been paid from the job. Because there's certain people that starts to say, well, if I win the job, how do I know that you've not got a friend that just makes a fake order and we pay you? So we do it literally once they've invoiced and been paid for the job and job's closed and job's completed, they sit down and work out. We just built a conservatory and we charged them 10,000. It only cost us 5,000. We made 5,000 in profit. We are willing to pay you 1,000. We get paid the £1,000, right? Any of the other inquiries that they had for changing the roofing on a conservatory that they didn't convert, or they wanted an orangery, not a conservatory, and they didn't do it. They don't pay us for any leads that they didn't convert. That includes exclusive real-time leads that they don't convert. We only charge them for leads that they've actually won the job on.
Right, this is sounding too good to be true. Like, where did I sign up? So then, what's in it for you? Because obviously you've just built me out an exclusive website, and I might not even pay you for, like, let's say 3 months, right? So then what's in it for you?
So for us, the reason why we went down this model is initially we started out, majority of our inquiries that we generate is via SEO. Mm-hmm. I can't think of anything worse than setting up an SEO agency, because it's one of the only industries where you try to, if you build a wall, you let the bricklayer build the wall. You don't stand over him and start saying, excuse me, what grade of cement are you using? You let him build the wall. In SEO, they want to know everything that you're doing, why you're doing it, and how you're doing it, right? So probably 70% of the costs are expecting the client's expectation, managing the client's expectations, and doing reporting, and not actually doing the job. So we moved away from that and decided to go down the route of lead generation. But then we started to realize that lead generation's relatively similar to SEO. Mm-hmm. You've got clients and it feels like you're employed. They're paying you for a lead. If that lead's not good, they're ringing you up within minutes. I don't want to pay £50 for that lead. It said Mickey Mouse. Or my competitor just filled in a form and you're trying to charge me £50 for that lead. So the truth of the matter is, when we was doing lead generation, the only companies that stayed with us was companies that was making a return on investment. So as I was explaining with regards to the SEO agency, clients are hard work, lead generation, clients still are hard work. So we try to just de-risk everything. Then we don't need the big sales team. We don't need lots and lots of calls saying, I don't want to pay for this lead. I don't want to pay for this lead. We actually care about the clients. And actually, the positive conversations that my sales team now have with the customers, it's always positive because they're guaranteed a return on investment. And when it's always positive, actually the output from my staff and my team is so much better as well because it's a happy working environment. So yes, it's more risky for us and it de-risks it for clients. But actually the secondary benefits for us just makes it worth doing it that way.
Yeah, definitely. Now, the last question I have is, surely you're picky with who you work with. Like, let's say Tom and his van that he installs, I don't know, light bulbs. You're probably not working with Tom and his van.
So, I mean, let's say Tom and his van was Tom at tomslighting.co.uk and he was a big firm, then yes, we could be. But if it was tom69 at hotmail.com, I might be like, and he's only sending quotes via an email and not sending it on a nice quote template, and his branding's not very good, and he's not got lots of reviews online. Well, then, yeah, I'm not going to work with somebody like that, because I could be generating him great inquiries, but because of his branding and his reviews online and his reputation, he might not be converting the leads very well. So I've got to be very selective with who I work with. But generally speaking, if they've got a good brand and they've got some good reviews and they do a good job and they can convert the leads of what they're asking me to generate, whether it's conservatories or roofing or windows or carpet cleaning, cladding, whatever it is, we can generate leads for it. If someone searches it in Google, we can be found for those terms. So from that, then we can then rank the site, generate them the leads, and then it's up to them to convert them. So yes, we are selective, because we're only as good as they are at converting the jobs. We've got to make certain we're generating the right quality of leads, but then they've got to be good at then converting the leads.
So then let's take a look at some factors that you take a look at, because there's quite some important ones that people that are watching might not understand why they're important. But let's say a company has 2.5-star reviews on Google. Why is it important to get higher reviews, let's say 4.8, 4.5?
Because if I generate you a lead for replacing your roof, right, and it's a great lead, right, and I've done everything I can my end, that I've found you a school, a university, a college, or just a residential house that wants a new roof being done, and you replace roofs. And you go and send a quote, and you send it through to them, and they're kind of happy with the quote. Let's say it's £8,000 to replace the roof. And they want another quote for £8,000 from a competitor of theirs. Well, naturally, what is that client who's going to choose between them two companies going to do? They're going to go and start doing a little bit of research of both. And if one of them's got 4.8 stars out of 5 and the other one's got 2.5 stars out of 5, who are you going to go with? You're going to go on the 4.8. So my client, if they've only got 2.5, has lost the job through no fault of my own. Mm-hmm. So I want to be making certain that the companies that I'm working with stand a good chance of winning the job for whatever they do. And if they don't look good online, I'm then not going to work with them, because it's affecting my bottom line, even though I'm generating them great exclusive leads.
So then what about quote templates? Because you mentioned that as well.
So if certain companies, let's say you was a school, right, and we'll stick on the route of having a roof replaced. The school business manager might go out to 3 different companies, and let's say it was 20,000, because a school's generally a bigger roof, £20,000 and your £20,000. And the other one didn't look very professional, and the school business manager says, we're not going to use them, right? And let's say you've both got 4.7 stars on Google, right? Or on other platforms that you might be looking to use, like Trustpilot, right? And the school business manager goes to the head teacher and puts both quotes down on the table, right? First impressions mean a lot, right? And when both quote templates are there, and that's 20,000 and that's 20,000, and school business manager says, which one of these do you think I should go with? Even the wording on a quote template, or even how the logo looks, can literally win you that job and lose you that job.
Right. Okay.
So just little fine details like that we want to be making certain holistically everything ticks the box, ticks the box, ticks the box. Yeah, these look like a professional company. Yes, they've got good reviews. Yes, the website looks nice. And it's not all about how your website looks. Do you know what I mean? But if everything else is equal and the quote template side by side, and that one looks more professional than that, and I don't just mean from the logo, but it could be the wording in there, the guarantee, the warranty that they offer, what they're going to do. And this one looks like it's more, they're getting more value out of the £20,000 than these. oh, we're going to use a breathable membrane that's going to give you a 25-year guarantee on this. And they just go, I'm just going to install a membrane.
Yeah,
this is going to convert better. So it's all, from a business standpoint, ticking the boxes to make certain that you're good enough to convert the leads. So it's not that the business owners are choosing us as a lead generation company. No, I'm completely de-risking it for you. You've got to make certain you're good enough to take out leads.
Yeah.
They're exclusive leads. And the exclusivity of it means we need to make certain that the customer's converting.
Yeah, there's definitely been times where like I've personally just went out for quotes for example, like a boiler or something. And one big turn off is sometimes they just have it at Gmail or at Yahoo or whatever. And then another big thing is the response time. Like I'm getting a thermostat fitted, and the company that came to me that was like within like 20 minutes they replied. They were like, yeah, we're going to book you in for Friday, which is tomorrow. And then the other company actually came back to me like 2 days after, and it was actually, they were meant to come today. And I was just like, do you know what? There's no point. You took too long to reply. I've already booked in with company A.
Yeah.
So I think that those two are big things as well. And it might just be me being picky, but
no, absolutely, yeah, for sure.
From like the data that you've also shown me, companies that have got a bespoke quote template, they have got good reviews, they have a website, they have got a branded email, they have good KPIs with their sales team. They are actually going back to the clients in time, and they're not just, oh, it's Friday, we'll do it on Monday. All of these things just add up, it seems.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. So obviously it makes a massive difference when initially we were speaking about non-exclusive leads. If they're going out to 5 other companies and those first impressions from the 5 other companies was they've got in touch faster, they're going to be more like, I think these seem more professional.
Yeah.
So for us who provide exclusive leads, that helps them even more. We still want to make certain they're ticking the KPIs though.
Yeah, definitely. So that has been the video. Is there anything else that you want to add?
Yeah, so to get in touch, if you are wanting a consistent flow of quality inquiries, go to fatrank.com/contact, fill in the form, give you details of your existing website and the industry that you're looking to have leads generated for. And the team will be in touch. They'll be back same day. They'll be asking you a few questions. Some of these questions might be awkward, like what's your budgets and what you're currently spending at present on advertising. This is important for us to understand whether we feel we might be able to work with you or not. If you have only got £100 a month budget, we won't be able to work with you. We're going to be putting a lot of investment into these sites. You're going to be getting exclusive leads, but we need to be making certain that the industry that you're in, we feel is a good trending kind of, or it's an evergreen product and service that people are always going to want, and that you're good enough to take these leads. And if you are, you get a 100% guaranteed return on investment. So get in touch today and see whether you're the right fit for our rank and rent, no risk supply of inquiries.